Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. Police theorize missing weapons behind football match triple murder. A dispute over missing illegal weapons is believed to have led to a shooting at a football match in Spring Village, St. Catherine, on Sunday that left 3 people dead and 6 others nursing gunshot wounds. It is my information that the target was one of the deceased by the name of Square, who was targeted for illegal weapons that went missing. Deputy Commissioner of Police, DCP in charge of Crime and Security Portfolio Fitzbilly told journalists at the scene. Police said the incident happened shortly after 5 p.m. while a football competition was going on at a community field. It is understood that 2 cars, a white Toyota Mark X and a white Nissan Tiida, drove up and a gunman alighted from one of the vehicles and opened fire at the spectators. 9 people were shot, 3 fatally, including the reported target, another man and a woman. Former STGC and national footballer Chris Zady passes. Former St. George's College footballer Christopher Zady passed away in Florida on Sunday after battling lung cancer for a number of years. His death was announced in a post on social media by his ex-wife and mother of his children, Debbie Doyle, who said she had spent the last 5.5 months tending to him in South Florida. The 55-year-old Chris and his brother Nicholas were part of the St. George's College teams that played schoolball football in 1980s. Well-known football coach and administrator Andrew Price, who played alongside the Zades, paid tribute to his former teammate by posting Frank Sinatra's well-known song My Way on Facebook. Price described the former national representative as more than just a teammate, but friend and confidant. Large quantity of weapons seized at PNP conference. Head of the Public Safety and Traffic Enforcement Branch, Assistant Commissioner Gira McKenzie, told reporters that a large quantity of weapons were seized from persons attending the conference. He said dozens of knives, several machetes and other illegal items were seized by the police. However, no one was arrested. ACP McKenzie told reporters that about 15,000 people turned up at the PNP conference. 7 alleged lottery scammers arrested in St. Elizabeth. 7 men are in custody following a major police operation in St. Elizabeth. The special operation involved personnel assigned to the Area 3 Police Division, which comprises the parishes of St. Elizabeth, Clarendon and Manchester. According to reports, the operation led the police to Pepper in St. Elizabeth, where investigators theorized there were several suspects involved in lottery scamming. At the end of the special operation, 7 men were taken into custody for questioning. Investigators also seized what is commonly known as lead sheets, bearing the names, contact numbers, and email addresses of thousands of individuals residing overseas. A laptop computer and 7 mobile phones were also confiscated. The operation covered a number of other communities in St. Elizabeth. JCF mourning the death of a member. The Jamaica Constabulary Force is mourning the loss of one of its members, who died yesterday afternoon at the Spanish Town Hospital in St. Catherine. She has been identified as Detective Corporal Joan White. Reports are that the Detective Corporal was rushed to hospital after complaining that she was feeling unwell. It is said that White was on pre-retirement leave and was assigned to the St. Catherine North Division. Man hospitalized following an alleged shootout in Gregory Park, St. Catherine. 1 man has been hospitalized following an alleged shootout in Gregory Park, St. Catherine, in a section of the community commonly known as Gulf. Investigators say 1 man is in custody and they're seeking another man for questioning. According to preliminary reports, police personnel were conducting an early morning operation when they attempted to accost a number of men. A resident of the community recounted this morning shooting, which left an 18-year-old man injured. Residents dispute reports that the injured man or another individual was involved in a shootout. We hear 2 shots, then we hear police a ball out, 3 shot alone bus, and them shoot the little boy and have him in the yard. A resident of Gulf in Gregory Park explained what happened at the scene of the shooting. All we tell them carry him to hospital. The police a pint gun pound, she continued. Deputy Superintendent Michael Chambers of the St. Catherine South Police provided a preliminary report on the shooting. The police team that is operating in this community accosted 2 men, one of whom was said to be armed with a weapon, fired at the police and the police returned fire and he was injured. He says he met with angry residents and relatives and urged them to remain calm. Attorney cautions police to not act on comments made by Security Minister. Attorney Bert Samuels is cautioning members of the police force that they could find themselves in trouble if they act on comments made recently by National Security Minister Dr. Horace Chang, the police use of force during confrontation with criminals. He contends that the minister could have sent the wrong message to the police that they are free to execute criminals. Speaking with reporters, Mr. Samuel said the Prime Minister must make a public statement clarifying the minister's comments, which had sparked controversy. Supposed to shoot him and him fall, but he's not injured and his firearm threw away. Then do you go over him and finish him off? Careful how you send that message. INDECOM and human rights group Jamaicans for Justice have criticized the minister over his comments delivered in Westmoreland last week. However, Dr. Chang is standing by his comments, insisting that he is merely asserting that members of the security forces must defend themselves when confronted by hoodlums. He dismissed claims that the government has adopted a shoot-to-kill policy to fight crime. Glenmuir High School teacher encourages students to push past failure. Glenmuir High teacher Camilla Williams-Allen knows all about failure and having to keep pushing herself, and she makes no secrets about it to her students in the classroom. Cognizant of the reality that some students might be feeling disappointed after not scoring the desired Caribbean Secondary Education Certificate CSEC result they hope for, Williams-Allen is sharing her story of four-time failure so they can brush off their bottoms and make another attempt. I attended Vere Technical High School at the time, and when I was going to school, I just chose the subjects that I liked, but I remember my teacher, his name is Adrian Sinclair, telling me, "Girl, you're going to regret not doing maths in school." Also, my English teacher telling me, "Girl, you're gonna regret because I waste time in those subjects," she recalled. Reality struck for Williams-Allen after leaving high school and wanting to work on her goal of becoming a teacher. She applied to Bethlehem Moravian College and was told she needed a pass in maths and English to be accepted. What am I going to do now when the teachers warned me that I needed those and I would live to regret it? And at that moment, I lived to regret it. So I had to go to evening classes and not with a proper mindset, she shared. For 4 years straight, she attended evening classes, sitting and resitting the 2 exams, which remained elusive, earning grade 5 in them at the 4 attempts, while her college prospect remained on hold. In the 5th go, I made up my mind because when I look at the price was to become a teacher, and I realized that I didn't pass maths or English, I would not be able to live my dream, so I buckled up. I made up my mind that I had to pass maths and English, she shared, adding to applied even more effort, studying harder and earning a grade 3. I was still not able to acquire 1 or 2, but that allowed me to matriculate into university. So I said to you students, do not give up, she quipped. Pointing to herself for inspiration, she said she tries to motivate, instill discipline and passion into her teaching. She shared also that she always encouraged her students by constantly telling them stories about working hard with them as well. I work with them because sometimes you might have a weak student. You give them a one-on-one, keep motivating, keep pushing, reminding them on their purpose in the classroom and their life, and that is my approach for them, she shared. Williams-Allen has also taken her motivation to the social media platform, where she uses humorous mini-skits on TikTok, garnering over 400,000 followers and over 1 million likes as Ginger18888. I just want everybody to be encouraged, be strong, and know that we as teachers, we do make mistakes, we do fail, and I am being real. Show you the real me so that you can know no matter how low you are, you can build up, she said. Hanover Fishers Beach users urged to practice proper garbage disposal. Fisher folk and other beach users in Hanover are being urged to be more responsible in their waste disposal habits to protect livelihood and ensure enjoyment of the coastal environment. President of the Hanover Parish Development Committee, HPDC, Petra Vernon Francis, made the call as she participated in the International Coastal Cleanup Day activities at the Lucy Fisherman's Beach on Saturday, September 17. She expressed concern at the amount of garbage removed from the beach. "We have picked up a lot of plastic bottles and food boxes," she said. Vernon Foster noted that there was also bamboo that came down from the Riley River. "We have the National Solid Waste Management Authority on board to collect that." HPDC member Claudette Bernard also lamented the state of the beach, noting that it will need some continuous cleaning, with other agencies getting involved. She is urging fisher folks and other users of the beach to take your waste with you. If you take a snack or anything that you want to go to the beach, just put it in the packaging in your bag and take it home, or drop it in the nearest bin, because the waste eventually gets into the sea and we are the ones who later consume the fish. Secretary of the Lucy Fishers Group, later Partisan Ford, in welcoming the ICCD activity, said that the fisher folks stood to benefit the most from cleaning the beach, and going forward, they should encourage others to take care of the facility. She suggested placing drums or other collective units on the beach to encourage proper waste disposal. The day's activities attracted participants from fisher folks from Lucy, Johnstown, and Elgin Town, staff members from Grand Palladium, as well as from the Paradise Solar Plant in neighboring Westmoreland. Environmental Health and Safety Supervisor at the Paradise Solar Plant, Kendra Tennant-Campbell, noted the company's commitment to preserving the environment. She said that the entity will be collaborating with the HPDC and assisting the Lucy Fishers Group with garbage drums. Landscape Supervisor at the Grand Palladium Hotel, Noel Booms, said 2 teams were dispatched on the day for cleanup activities in Lucy and Point. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell.